Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera and Nate's on the mechanics, and we are on air. Today we're going to lower the Pontiac. This Pontiac's a 1948. If you want to go back through the videos, this car was a 4-door and we turned it into a 2-door coupe. It took us, I think we did the video in 30 days, was it not? So what we're going to do is we're working on this right now. Nathan's come in and getting all the mechanics ready so we can drive it and feel safe about it. He's got the emergency brake working, going over all the brake lines and clamping them up in the right places they need to be. Got tail lights on it now, got all the lights working, got signal lights in the front. Basically just going over the whole thing, but now I want to lower it. And if you do not know it or not, we film in real time. I guess you wouldn't call it live because we can't put it on that quick on YouTube, but it's in real time. So what we're going to do is Nathan's going to mess with the rear end because that's what he's good at. He's going to mess with that and get that up in the air and stuff. He's giving me directions that I have to cut a piece of square stock 4 inches long, and we're going to make a lowering block. So if you stick with us through this video, you're going to get to see the Pontiac come down off the lift and get it backed out, and we'll see what it looks like, because we never ever lowered this car. All we did is make it into a coupe from a 4-door. Alrighty, so let's go for it. So what's going on here right now? We have the rear end sitting here on the leaf springs where it is originally. We're going to put a 3-inch lowering block on it. So the block is going to go on top of the leaf springs. If I get anything wrong, you correct me, will you? Yeah. Basically. Yeah. But anyways, the rear end's coming up and the block is going on top of the springs, and we're bringing the block up, or bringing the rear end up, which in fact will make the rear end lower. So there's a few things that have to be done. I'm going to make the blocks. Nathan's going to get this ready. He asked me if I had a transmission jack, and I do not. I'm not out here working on the hoist all the time. So basically he's going to come up with his idea to get the rear end lifted up, and so we can put the blocks in, and then we'll go from there. We'll just explain what we're doing. So Nathan's going to start taking the rear end apart. I'm going to cut some blocks. We're going to work together and we're going to get it done. My Queen Jolene's got her hat turned on backwards and her J-Lo's on. You call them
the J-Lo's on.
The J-Lo's on. Huh? And her Daisy Dukes. You got all kinds of different things going on. But anyways, I'm going to cut a block. Nathan's going to do what he's going to do, and I'm going to go for it.
I'm going to unhook the shock.
He's going to unhook the shocks. Yeah. Go for it. I'm going to do 4-inch on this. This is a 2x4 or 2x3. It is actually. It says 2x4, but it's a 2x3. We had to go the same width as the springs. That's why we're going 2x3. Is it not?
Yeah,
the block has to be the same width as springs. If you get the block too wide, well, it's not going to work out that well for you. No, it's not.
Somebody already had these leaves.
Perfect. I'm going to get a better pen just to draw a better line. Nathan's probably going to have to wait for me for a little bit. But
well, we'll see how these U-bolts come apart. Imagine you cutting, slicing and dicing.
So basically he's just going to cut them off because it's just make it easier on himself, I guess.
And we got new ones. So.
Got new ones. I'm just going to go around this with a square so I can get maybe cut the line straight.
Are these old fluid shocks? Are they fluid actuated in them?
To be honest with you, I really don't know how they work, but that is the shock of the day.
Yeah, somebody out there will know.
Somebody out there will know. They tell us when they late in a hurry.
Yeah, you're right.
So this was a cool project. We had a chop course. We chopped it all apart. We had people from all over the place. We had somebody from Alabama, somebody from Ontario. We had a couple kids come in and use a grinder and a drill. It was good. You get 2 of these going. The transmission jack would help a lot, would it not, Nate?
It would, yeah.
But you can get past it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, make it work. I did one on the floor of the Hudson Terraplane, and it was trying, wasn't it, baby? It was trying.
Jack stands in the.
I did have it. I did one side at a time, which.
The jack in the middle of the rear end, you can go at it that way.
Yeah, I did one side at a time, like you said. It made the blocks fit hard.
Binds it up on the.
I had quite a time, to be honest with you. For that now, would you?
It's a noise for you, but it actually came. Surprisingly. I was ready to cut her.
He's ready to cut her. One's at 4, one's at, yeah, pretty close. That one may be off a 16th. Hoping that's okay. Get my finger slapped. Now, does it matter, like when I cap that, you said 4 inches, does it matter if I put the cap on it, makes it 4 and, you know, whatever that is, 1/8? Does that matter?
A little bit longer now.
Okay, good. So I can just put a cap on it, because when I get some of that flat bar and put on, it's going to make it 1/8 longer on each end, right?
Yeah.
That's not going to matter?
No.
Good. Good. Basically, what I'm asking Nathan that question for, because I'm letting him be the chief of the situation.
Oh, Jesus, no.
Well, basically, if you're doing something, somebody's got to be chief and somebody's got to be the Indian. And we're doing this job here, I'm letting Nathan take control of the situation because he knows more of the mechanicals than I do. So that's why I do that. I let him do it. I'm not going to say one thing and then have one person be the chief and let the other person do the job, and it seems to work out better that way. If there's too many chiefs, it does not accomplish well, does it?
No,
I don't think it does.
Not always.
I'm going to use this. I had this in the bin, and I have this flat stock over here. If I start doing that, then when I go to weld it up, I got weld all the way around the outside of that, which is not going to work. I have to cut that to make it a little bit smaller to make it fit like that, so I can get that weld in there, if you know what I'm trying to say. With this like this, I cut it off, yeah, it works perfect, but it builds a weld all up around the edge, and then I have to grind it off, and I really haven't got much. So I may as well use this, where I can put it on the inside, weld it on there, and then I've got something that I feel works better. If you know what I'm trying to say. I've got a place for the weld. I may as well make 4 while I'm here. This is just like back in the day with a cutter like that.
That's a nice cutter.
It is. No, I enjoy it myself, actually. Something just let go. So that noise is obviously the U-bolts letting go, was it?
Yeah, a little bit of pressure on. Oh my gosh.
A little bit of pressure on, that's all right.
Just gonna get fine. There's a crack there. We need that.
This is not 8th plate, it's probably 14 gauge, should be thick enough. It will be thick enough, obviously, or I think it is.
Try not to throw sparks on your lane there.
Yes, don't throw sparks on Queen Jolene.
Try not to throw some sparks on it. Try that.
Watch yourself, sweetheart, he's going to cut these. It's hard to believe, you know, as we do this video. It's hard to believe as we do these videos, Joey told me no sense talking, he's grinding. As we do these videos, 100,000 people watch generally every day. And that's pretty crazy to think about that. We've been watching the girls soccer tournament in Australia. Their audience is what, 60, 70, 80,000 people? So you're talking 100,000 people watching every day. It's quite something, to be honest with you. You know, if you think about it for a second, that fits really nice. Lots of place to put the weld. I have to get the welder, obviously. Now, if you have not got a hoist outdoors like like we have, you can do that. You can do this on the ground. It's just going to be a little bit more. You know, I mean, you have to crawl on the ground and work a little bit harder. That's all. But what I want for this car is I want the ass end down a little bit, so it looks like it's dragging ass, like it's back in the day. We're trying to make it just a little bit cooler.
Nice little rake.
Than the next car. That's all we're trying to do. I guess. Like that. Rolled it up. Hopefully I can get these made by the time Nathan's ready. Hopefully. And if I don't, he'll wait for me.
We'll get her ratchet strapped up enough now to get them in.
That ground's getting some hot. Woo! Hot diggity dog. It's hard to believe too, out in the sunlight. You think you'd see better, but that's not always the truth.
Where did you ever find these ratchet straps?
I was telling Nathan earlier that I just learned how to use a ratchet strap in the last year or so, and he kind of laughed at me, like thinking,
I think I see these ones, and these are like, how do I learn how to use these ones?
well, it's kind of, if you're not using them a bunch, you know, you really don't know. Like, so if you use ratchet straps and you want them to, you know, to work right, you have to open them all the way up to make them work, to come
I
back.
can get 3 inches on these ones. We'll find out here in a second.
Come on. Not having a very good time with that.
I don't need to do this, but I'm just going to look. That's better work. Look at these fancy.
Yeah, they're fancy there. They come back for you. They do all the work for you. Or some of it.
Something like that. There's a fancy red button on it here, so must be fast.
Nice and fast, he said.
Red's supposed to be fast.
Yeah, that's what they're for.
Just put in maybe. To see if it's just junk up inside the wheel wells.
Yeah, I'm kind of, I just want to see the look, you know what I mean?
Nice to
Is
see the white wall level with the wheel well anyways.
I gotta see what you're doing over there. I gotta come over. I had a hard time last time. Look at that now, would you?
I'm ready.
You're kicking ass and taking numbers.
If you're happy.
If I'll allow you, if you're ready and you're willing, there's that's still hot, obviously. That's hot, but you can drill the hole if you want. You know, if
Right on.
I throw it in the water.
Size you need for.
I turned that off. I got no water in that. Woo, that's hot.
Gloves on? Yeah, you do.
I do, but it's kind of hot to mess with right yet. So what happens? We got a block made. When the springs go together, it's got a center pin in it. And one part of the block has to have a hole for the center pin. and one has to have a pin to go up in the rear end.
Yep.
And if that center pin breaks, is that what caused dog tracking?
Yep.
So if you see a car going down the road like it's,
Dog track.
you know, he just wiped his bum and it's sore and he got it going sideways,
Ha, the old center bolts.
he's got her sidetracked. One of your center bolts would be broken in your spring. And we'll show that before we put it up there, or Nate can. And then you'll know just like I know. A little crooked. Guess it don't matter.
It is a little warm.
It is warm. Probably can wait.
Too late. I'm already marking.
All right, he's going for it.
You're done.
A little bit of a gap going on that side.
Sun does trick this
Oh, it's a beautiful day here in Nova Scotia today, isn't it?
one. You're right.
It's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Hot, isn't it?
Something about that.
So he's just trying to find the center of the piece that I've cut. He's going to drill a hole in the center for one side of. Actually, will you show him, Nathan? Just so everybody knows, we go up on the leaf spring and show him.
So back here, the center of the housing there, where they've got the wheel well center, they got the
Just so everybody.
center bolt for the leaf springs is right here. Centers. Center. Square down the road, no dog track. Them bits are going to be any better today?
What's that?
Them drill bits going to be any better today?
We killed about 6 bits yesterday after me cutting that hole in that bracket. We killed a lot of bits. Killed a lot of bits. We did. Didn't mean to, but we did.
Okay, pick the sharp one first time.
And actually, I learned something from that. Just welding that little, or just cutting that a little bit with that plasma cutter, tempered that steel so you could not drill it. So basically next time I'll know just to grab the grind, or just grab the drill and drill it, because you're actually tempering the metal, which is going to make it harder to drill. And that's exactly what I did. I made it harder to drill.
Try this one.
I want to hit that. And my arch enemy is the drill. Just trying to get that down some. And I'm just capping the ends of this to make it stronger. Take a piece of metal like that, put it like that. You're not generally going to squish that piece of metal. There have to be so much pressure in that. But with that square sock being open, it could twist or bend or whatever. So that's why we're welding the ends full. Just give it more strength. Working or not working?
Got one that works.
You got one that works?
One that works at the first and one that works through.
What do you suggest for putting an end to this? Like a bolt and round the head off and drop a bolt in it, maybe?
Yeah, you haven't got any old center bolts.
I have not. If I took a bolt and round the head off it off, that'd be fine?
Yep.
Would it be tall enough? Do you know what I mean? So if I took that one around that, I'd be tall enough?
Yeah, but you have lots that much, yeah.
Okay, that's all I'm thinking. I'll just take that.
Welded on the inside of the box, but it's all right.
Oh yeah, I suppose I just should have done that first, shouldn't I? Nathan just telling me that I probably should have left the end off the box, put this down in first, and I could have welded on the inside, which would have been, yeah, would have been better. Thanks a lot, Nate.
Next time.
Next time. That's true. What he's saying is I could have put this, instead of welding this up here, I could have dropped that down in there, weld this from the inside, and had this head had it all ground round, and then put it in there, and then I could have welded up. I didn't do that.
Our head's half-inch that you're gonna make. Half-inch head.
Half-inch head. Now he's getting technical and measuring it on me. Ooh.
So we have half-inch here. Half-inch here too, as well.
Something like that would be nice, but I didn't. Never even thought of that. I just went for it.
It'll make it fairly snug. It's gonna be snug.
There's one there. Looks like a header bolt to me, but I can build that up.
You would have had a half-inch bolt, and then cut it off like this, and then put it in from the inside.
I'm just thinking if I have a smaller head, then I can weld around it and shape it maybe.
Yeah.
What do you think? Cut that off, slide that down in there?
Then you'd have a straight. Use a half-inch bolt, and cut threads off it, and use the
Oh, okay.
shank.
Oh, just cut the shank off and weld that in, then go around it a little bit.
It would have been nice to put it from the inside out, then you would have just had that sticking out. It would have been nice and smooth and the right size.
I know exactly what you're saying, but it's too late.
Too late now, yeah.
So what I could do is cut that off, and just slide it in there and just weld around that?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. So in other words...
Actually, I'll take one of the half-inch bolts for this whole ceiling job.
So in other words, what I'm going to do is... That's 7/16. It's a half-inch.
That one's 7/16. That's not bad.
That's 7/16, or...
Yeah.
Is that... half-inch, yeah?
It's like 7/16.
Trying to figure out the bolt size. Sometimes it takes time.
Yeah, that's 7/16.
So what if I weld around it a little bit? That give me a little more room. That'll fit in there nice. I was just thinking if I cut that off, I can put some in, drop some in there, and then weld around it. What do you think? Is that okay? I'm going to cut this off. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. I'll get 2 pins out of this one bolt, or I should.
One right there, nice and tight.
All right. Well, I'm just thinking if I weld around that. Nathan, you ain't messing around with me. Give me that damn thing. Cut that one up. Jesus.
Can I have the other one to drill now?
You certainly can.
While you're doing that, you can have that one ready to go for you anyways.
Okay. So what it was is I cut the bolt that's too small for the hole. So now I'm cutting the right size.
Sorry, man.
That's all right. Come on. So there's two of those. I'm gonna get a pair of vice grips.
There's a pair right there back of the car if you need it.
I drop that in there, I'll be madder than a hornet because I won't get it out. Will I?
Nope.
I will not get it out. I'm just gonna vice grip that. I can cut that off after I get it in there, so just as long as I can cut it off after I get it in there.
You betcha.
I could get it. Are both holes ½ inch?
Yes. Just half looks like
It fits like it's supposed to.
like a glove.
I would have had a loosey-goosey. The helmet didn't work for me at all.
Oh, that's the bad.
I'm not sure if it's a bad one or not. We'll see. I couldn't see it, that's all.
I'll buff the bottoms of the box. Oh, a second.
Wish I would have did what you said. I wished I would have put that in welded first. Now I gotta buff some of that weld off. I'm just nervous of it going somewhere, you know what I mean? But it shouldn't go anywheres. Should not.
Buff these out a little bit.
how long does that want to be?
Maybe a good half inch, another half inch long, up in that hole.
Gotta go up a little higher. I'm gonna just pop this. Ooh, that looks good. So, actually,
Right up in there, did you have it up in there?
I did not. The rear end's not quite up and far enough.
Oh, it should be that.
Just gotta, I'll put this one in. What did I do with that? What did I do with that?
We'll have to shorten them up a little bit, Jay.
Okay. How short?
Half an inch more.
Just sand it off
Yep.
if you want to.
I'm gonna stick the zip blade for a quick second.
Sure. Sure. Just gotta be buffed off around the edges a little bit more.
I gotta take it, it's a little too long, I'm gonna cut some off.
Okay.
Let's see what that looks like.
So that mistake that I made, not welding it from the inside, is causing us to
Have an issue here, yeah.
have an issue right now as we're going on. So the bolt, instead of filling the end in first, should have welded the bolt in first and then put the ends on. And that's why we're having an issue getting that fit in there. But it's not something we can't overcome.
Exactly.
How you fitting now, Nate? Still fitting pretty good?
Getting there.
Ah, what a mess. Huh? If you want to try this one before. And I can clean the weld off that one.
Let me go around that one a little bit more. I'll check it out.
That's nice, is it not?
Let's creep up in a little bit more. Like it's not. When you wiggle it there, it's still too much.
You're not happy with that? You don't know what you're saying.
It'll tilt it, right? You gotta.
Okay.
It's gonna be flat.
He's. Almost. Oh, we'll put this one in first because that end one isn't buffed off. That was a boo-boo on my part. Should have been up in there by now. You know what I'm trying to say. I said that was a boo-boo on my part. We could have been up in there by now.
Oh yeah.
And are we taking off all the weld?
Well, we.
Huh? That was a boo-boo on my part. That was too long. That yours fit good now? All right. I took a groove out of mine because I can feel it moving. I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is, shame I did that. I did. I'm going to turn this welder on. This one's got a lot more power. I'm going to zonk that on there so I can grind it and it won't come off. There we go. Good. Tell me something, Nathan.
Yeah.
Does that one move now? Like, does it rock? Like,
No.
I think I'm gonna have to cut the. I think I have to cut a spot in that and just put a, like I cut into that one.
Yep.
And put a little gob weld on it.
Yeah, we could countersunk it too with a step bit. And then weld it in the countersunk with a step bit too. Never thought of that either.
Let me see that one. That's how short it's got to be, like that?
Yeah.
I want to cut a groove in that just to make sure it don't fall out. Like that one there, I could feel it move.
Oh, really?
I could. I don't think you can now. I mean, it might have to be cut off shorter.
Yeah, I'll have to take a little bit off it.
I just want to put a groove in this one. Make sure it don't go anywheres. Putting a cut in it like that. And then I'm burning in with this one. This is a 220 machine. I just want to make sure. I'm gonna have to cut off shorter, and I can get this one cleaned up again. I'd say that one's good. Damn it! That would have been so easy if I would have done it. Well, I suppose if you're doing it every day, does that one, can you move that one at all? Is that one? That one fits good, don't it?
Yeah, nope, she's
stuck on there, isn't it?
stuck on there. Well, it's gonna stay stuck, that holds her, so.
Yeah, it's got to stay stuck, has it not?
Yep. This one here's really good.
I'm just going to hit it again to make sure.
And then just go to the opposite side here.
Go the opposite side?
Yeah.
That one's stuck, I'm pretty sure.
This one here is done, needs to be tapped.
Cut it like that. Can't stress it enough. If I would have put the bolt in it first, I'd have been a lot better off. I wouldn't be where I'm at. How's that? Good. Awesome. Stick with us. We'll get the thing let off the hoist. You see what she looks like. Stick with us. Next time, I'll bet you I'll put that bolt in first. Haha.
That bottom bolt, I have to get just a little touch on that drill there again. Just try it on the bottom.
Yeah.
Just a little bit tight, just a little touch on that. There you go.
Who's your daddy?
Just a little touch. I'll get the drill set up there.
Okay. Give it a little touch, he says. That'll go in there.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Good.
There, we'll,
Awesome. I'll shut them welders off. All right, the mistake of the day. Put the bolt in before you weld it in there. I said I don't know how many times I got to say that, but that caused us 20 minutes probably, did it not? Around there. Charge it to the customer. Watch.
Charge it to the customer. That's the one you want to charge it to.
Oh
know what
my.
he is today. Right here.
Yeah, really. Just kind of picking this stuff out of the way for a minute. We don't need the welder anymore.
No.
I'm kind of.
Do you want to do them sway bar links, or do you want to wait and do them after for them shock links?
We may as well do them right now, like when
Yep.
when we get it together.
I can bolt this together if you want to cut them there up.
I will.
There's
Do we weld anything first before I cut? Just cut them in half and do
3
it?
inches. You have to take the same thickness as this block. Out of them, I think it's 3 inches, wasn't it? And that'll
Okay.
give you the same ride height on them shocks.
Exactly. Exactly. Cool. Good thinking. Good thinking. I'm going to cut these in half. Just have to make sure I put them.
How these things come down?
That's a bit. Maybe I should hold that.
No,
You just press the button, I think.
No, you got to take the pressure off here somehow. And the button right. Oh, how's that block bar button? See, these were supposed to be child-proof. How does that? That button doesn't let it off. Lift up a little bit. How does that?
Press it.
There we go. That'll come down there now. You slide that head onto that stud. There, that one is.
Hickory dickory dock. Awesome. That worked out good.
I don't know what these straps, but where's Dougie? He run them. There we go.
Push that head a little bit as I lift it up.
I'm gonna come over towards me a little bit. Ready? Is that it?
Just got to come ahead. No, the rear end's got to be pushed ahead.
Yep.
There we go. You're right there.
If we have to, we can strap it ahead too.
Just a little bit ahead, that's all.
Just a little bit here. Just a second. We can pull it in.
Probably hit it with a hammer would do it.
You're lined up.
Now, 3 inches.
Trim the lid off, right?
Flapper wheel. Just want to shine the end up a little bit. Just making them come to a point so the weld hangs on a little bit better. That's all basically I'm doing that for. Now, can I get you to do me a favor? I'll hold that. You zonker together. You can zone together with no helmet on, can't you? Or you need a helmet? Or?
I can squint when it's me.
Yeah. Shut your eyes, close your eyes. I just want to. See, that's good power, that welder, so.
Yeah. All right, where you at here? I'll have to back that little bit off first. Little ground there. Yeah, she won't get ground through the bolt because this is rubber in here.
Yeah!
Clamp right on over the end, maybe. The bolt won't get no ground.
It's in the rubber.
The bolt's in rubber. Yeah, so you have ground right on the end here, maybe. Put your finger there.
I'm not gonna get. I gotta clean that off. I'm right with you. It gets a little more every time. I couldn't get you to do my job and your job. Huh?
Whatever it takes, man. Whatever it takes.
Nope, don't want to go that way.
Okay, you good?
Go ahead. No, a second, let me get it straight. Go ahead. Perfect.
Let's tack together here anyway. Do you want to weld it the rest of the way?
I got it. I got it.
Get the other one ready to
I do not. I just did that one.
Okay.
I can cut that one right in a quick though. Right with you.
One, two.
Yeah, there you go.
I like it.
Straight here.
Good?
Yep. Beautiful.
Excellent.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you. That welder's working good. That zonks some on there. Got her. I'm not even gonna grind. What do you think? Grind them off? Make them look a little better, I guess. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Too short for my fingies. Looks good.
I think every time I grab that cord, I plug it in wrong.
I do that a lot. I do that a lot.
Okay, now.
Those two things. Are we cutting the bottom of those off?
I got to, there's an even socket fits it, and once we get her tightened up here, we can trim it
Okay.
off more. Tighten it on a crosshatch here now too. Your bracket.
Holy Jesus Christ.
This is the back bracket. That's the back one, and this one goes on the front end like this, Chad. So this one's gonna go on just like that for that shot, that piece.
Okay.
And the dark washer nuts are for them ones.
Yeah.
Shot. Yeah, this one's back here.
True life struggle.
A little struggle. I used to give them a crack with the hammer to relieve some of the stress when I'm tightening them too. Right on top of it. That'll relieve some of the stress and give her another crack.
Hold my tongue right.
Then we'll retorque them after you drive them a little bit.
Do them out of my hands.
All right, you got that in there.
It goes that way.
Yeah, I'll hold tougher for you. A little hammer, give you a couple little taparoos up there.
Yeah, whatever it takes. I just put the
Put the nuts on and crank them up. Probably the inside, cut the ones off while you're doing that. I'll trim these ones off over here.
Guess we came too fast. How fast can you put the nut on? Huh? That baby looks good today. Huh? Got her pearly head on, her J-Lo glasses, and her Daisy Duke shorts. Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah. No worries, you didn't get me one bit.
Yeah.
I can move the welder now.
And they got it over here. Huh? Looks good.
Thank you for the bits, they're awesome. I really enjoyed the big one that was in that kit. The big one was in that kit, come in handy a couple times. You want 6 inches out of these?
What do you got, bud? What do you got?
I think I took 3.
Good, good. All right, make some more sparks here.
Okay, the other way.
One of them deals where we had to go 2 different stores to get different sets of U-bolts, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
Some say they got them and they don't.
Some say they got them and they don't, right?
Ugh. That must be a program where
I
they
don't
just...
think we had to measure it right, maybe.
Well, maybe just
Oh,
say,
well.
say, come on in, we'll order them for you.
Yeah, we didn't want to order more of them today. Oh, well, we got her now. Let's get a square them there when it stayed up.
What do you think? It could have went 4, no problem. Do you think? Well, we could have, but we didn't have it, obviously. But
We didn't have it, no.
the dry shaft is fine.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, or it seems to be good. Can I put the tires on this side?
Sure can. That and your shocky doodle thing.
Okay. My shocky doodle things. Where is that?
Did we go the wrong way on them and we shortened them, didn't we? Oh, but it stayed with the spring hanger, so we should have lengthened them.
Should have lengthened them.
We
Okay.
shortened them 3 inches and we should have lengthened them because
Let's do it again. We got to put 6 in them.
right? So we shoved the rear end up, but the hanger stayed. So we shoved the rear end up 3 inches, so we shortened them 3 inches and we should have lengthened them 3 inches.
Should they?
Oh, I see what we did now. Ah. Yeah, see what we did?
So they got to be lengthened 3 inches? You think?
From factory length.
Or does it?
So you took 3 inches out, so now you got to put 6 inches in. That one's my fault, because I thought that was right on the rear end, it was on the hanger.
Well, it's a hard thing when you explain when you're putting a drop thing and you're going to put the. You think that I would raise the vehicle doing that, but if you know what I'm trying to say, like you're not paying
Shoving
attention.
the rear end up with the spring brackets where the hanger.
What time are we at? 1:11. So we'll put them up. We can put the car back up. We'll
Oh,
get
yeah.
it. We'll
We
get
put
it
the
back.
wheels on, I'll just tighten this up, shove the wheels
And
on.
shove it up and see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Then we got to lengthen those 3. Piece of round rod. Actually, I'm just going to cut them. Put them on. We're up in the air. If you don't want to stay, come back and watch. And if you don't, well, it is what it is. We've made a. So we're not going to put it down.
Drive this on.
That'll work. Good enough.
Okay, I'll cut these off real quick, and then I can stick the tires on. We can bolt them on. Put the tires on it. So. No problem.
5.5 to 11. So I've got a found a piece in the junk pile that's 11 and a half. So we'll cut it in the middle at 5 3/4, and then we'll put it in these bad boys. Go ahead. No, go ahead. This is what you call OT, overtime. There's no sense putting the car down and not finishing that, so we're going to finish it. Yeah, we may as well finish.
We'll set her down, just the tires on them, we can bolt them on.
Well, we're not gonna put it. I'm gonna finish that.
Yeah, but we can still put them on.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna put it all the way to the ground.
Okay, cool.
Just watch your head there
Yep.
for a second.
We gonna finish.
We can still stick them on with
Yep,
the rig over
yep.
here, so.
Gotcha. I know what you're saying now. I know what you're saying now. Second time you get a little faster. See, I got the ground on him that time. So I cleaned something off for the ground. Now we're going to weld these back together. And we just got them pointed at the end a little bit so we get a little bit more penetration on everything. I can't wait. I'm excited. This car was done quite a long time ago. And when it was done, everybody got a chance to chop at it and hack at it, and we got to, got it making it looking pretty good. More or less trying to show that, if you haven't got the money and you want a coupe, go buy yourself a 4-door car, turn it into a coupe. And if it does not turn out perfect, it does not matter because it's yours, and it's what you wanted to do, basically. So I just wanted to show that it could be done if you wanted it to be done. And now that Nate's helped me out a little bit, and that's what he's doing, helping me out, getting all the things so they'll pass, and so it has brakes and has emergency brake and has lights and everything's hooked up. Basically, that's what he's doing for me, and I appreciate it. And if Nate will come in and weld these together, I'd appreciate it even more. Here, take this one. We'll stick these bad boys on, lower it down. You never know. Jolene might be racing a Pontiac. It's a Pontiac.
I get it wrong again.
Well, listen, I get it wrong every time I talk about it, so you can.
Wrong way. There we go.
I've called that thing a Pontiac, a Chev. I've called it more things than it's supposed to be. Good. Now, these things just go the opposite way, I'm hoping.
Yep, straight across.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. I cleaned that in, I didn't have to. Stop it. Yep. They might be, it wasn't quite a foot of a piece of bar that I had, but. That one could be desired for. I'll straighten that one out. If you want to weld that one up, I'll straighten this one out.
I'm gonna straighten my glasses more.
Them, that welder works good, don't it?
It does, yeah.
Yeah. That's the one you set up to weld that ram with.
Burns good. She burns good. One more side here.
Yeah. Just gonna clean this up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Whew, that's hot.
I'll give him a glove and stick it on.
I just get a little paint put on that just for shits and giggles. It's not probably the coolest, but. So I'll straighten that one out a little bit. Piece of piss. Piece of piss. Cool them off at the same time.
A little extra today, Joe.
Perfect. It's just hanging there.
It's hanging up in there.
Yeah.
Excellent. Ah, smell it. Burning paint.
Beautiful. That gonna work, Nate? All right. Awesome.
Kind of neat how they made them shocks like that.
I'll paint that again too, probably no doubt in my mind.
Sure you will.
I'm sure you will, he says. Did I take the wrenches back?
I got the wrenches right in my pocket actually for it.
Do you?
You can set that one up in there. I'm ready to tighten this one.
Okay. It goes like that. Hey, hi. I can take my gloves off.
I know. Somebody's cut off.
Yeah, you get that right. It's got a little British car in it. Got that special lock washer on it.
Yeah, you like that?
Well, it's a little British on it. Come on.
That one there's just a little bit off it.
What do you with that?
Take it and like it now.
Is that how that goes?
Yeah.
Take it and like it? There you go. I took both washers off. I want to take both off. Just want to take one.
Yeah, we got this man.
Washer.
You got this man.
Hope I got my native on.
Yeah.
Hey, we must
so
go
I'm pretty
today.
fresh today, Chad. You
Well, thank you. What's the one we got on today, baby? Coconut vanilla.
It is kind of coconutty. I do agree.
Got some new clips all put on. Got everything, all the lines put in place. Got the emergency brake cable working. Nate made a couple of new brackets up here, which I thought were pretty cool. I went in town to get something. When I come back, it was all done. Awesome. But they're brackets for the emergency brake cable. They were needed brackets. Yeah. Went over the front a little bit. That's good. Grease things up. Pull this stuff out of the way. Mostly it's just little things on these cars. When we chop the car, when we cut the roof off, we cut all the wires to the back. Nate rewired it all from the front to the back, got all the headlights working, got signal lights on it, got the tail lights working where we put them in the bumper. And that was just because, you know, we're doing something different. Nathan's going to drop her down and I'm going to look at it. I can't wait. I'm like a...
The locks work good on that anyways.
Good.
It's all good.
So this is a 1948 Pontiac 4-door. We turned it into a 2-door coupe. You can see where the doors were here. We did not change the door length or anything like that. We did not go that way. We just did what we had to do to make it.
We're just gonna settle out for a second.
Oh yeah. So we just did a 3-inch drop. We did nothing in the front. And what I'm thinking is that was enough. I'm not doing anything. I'm not lowering the front. So I'm thinking I just want a little bit of rake to it. And we're gonna pull it out and see what we got. What's that?
Tell them right already.
All right, I'm getting in, Nate.
Yep. So you have to.
I don't know if we'll have to choke it or not.
You try and then.
Might need a little chokey. inside, take a look. That's cool. Once I get driving, it'll probably come down a little bit more. It was showing the top of the tire there, no problem. We're a little lower in the back than we are the front. I'm happy with that.
A couple inches over the top of the tray before.
I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. That was good. You can do that to your car if you got a good friend that'll help you in an hour or two or a half. Ooh, that's probably not a piece to stand on. It's sheet metal. Make her not fit no more. Good. Awesome. And we still got lots of suspension, nothing to worry about. Thanks for staying and watching. I appreciate it. You watch the things that we've overcome, and what matters really in life, to be honest with you, is being able to rebound from a mistake that you made. Like me putting them bolts in there, cutting the things too short, and recovery makes a champion. There's not a champion in the world that has never lost. Remember that. There's never a champion in the world that's never lost, if you know what I'm saying. Have a good one, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, come back. 48 Pontiac, lower it, hour and a half.